Alright, welcome back.
Welcome back to Derek and Chris rag on Nintendo. So the price, right?
Yeah.
So, Chris, do you want to spend $450 on a console, right?
Yeah,
do you want to spend a additional, I believe it's $50 to get the camera that you'll need to play
Oh my god, the fucking camera! I forgot about the fucking camera! Okay, I have to talk about this fucking camera!
This $50 camera you'll need to get to play certain games on it?
Okay, so you don't need it to play certain games. You just don't play the games that require the camera. Easy.
Yep. Yep.
It's not required. It's fucking...
it's an optional
It's an optional add-on that some games might use, but you don't need it.
Yeah, to play the additional mini games on the new Mario Party.
Yes, it's DLC that you need to pay for, so just don't buy it.
Just don't buy it.
Yeah, just don't buy it.
Yeah.
But this fucking camera. Okay, I need to bring this up because I totally forgot about the fucking chat. I gotta bring up the chat button. Jesus fucking Christ. I love it because everyone was like, what's the C button gonna be for? It's gonna be for capturing or sharing to social media. And it's like, no, it's the chat button. And I'm like, oh my god, Nintendo finally added chat to one of their consoles.
Dude.
It's only been like 20 fucking years.
Dude, I saw that and I was just like, oh, they're adding a chat to it. Well, about time. And my partner was like, oh, that's pretty neat. And I'm like, yeah, they should have done that 3 consoles ago.
Yes. They should have done that at least 2 consoles ago, at minimum.
And I said it to her. I said, the PlayStation 3 has had this since day one, pretty much.
Yeah. The Xbox 360 had this day one. The fucking original Xbox had this. They didn't have group chat. This is specifically group chat, to be fair. Group chat was added with the Xbox. That was specifically specifically the Xbox 360. The PS3 didn't even have group chat. You had a chat in-game. Yeah. That was the only way to do it. But, like, they added Discord.
Yeah. Priestess. Your power has freed this land, which was swallowed by nothingness. I am the goddess Din, one of the 3 who created the world. You have demonstrated true power, thus I shall grant you my sanctity upon you.
Sanctity, yeah. Oh, no, Sanction? I'm not sure, actually. I only quickly saw it.
Oh, we got Din's,
my god,
we
it's
got Din's Pearl.
We've got Din's Fire. You can use it to create a fire shockwave to kill all your enemies.
You got Din's Sanction.
Yeah, Sanction. Yeah, it's gotta be right.
The Sanction extorts your deeds. The path to the pure energy will open for those who stand before each of the 3 to remain. Remember this, your power will one day be your salvation. Okay, bye. Bye, have a wonderful time.
Bye, have a wonderful time.
The path to the pure energy will open for the one who stands before each of the 3. So we just need to get to the pure energy before we demonstrate our power to the goddesses. This will probably mean our energy, it hasn't even gotten to the pure energy yet. It makes sense that our enemy imprisoned the goddesses in the rift to hinder us. They must be afraid someone is going to get the pure energy. I wonder what this energy even is.
It's pure energy.
It's pure energy. This is not really anything to do here in the still world for now. Let's get back to your world. No, I need this fucking thing. You got a heart piece!
Yeah, they added chat to the Nintendo Switch too, and I was like, oh my god. They finally fucking did it. Nintendo finally caught up to a modern day console.
It's still not even that great.
And then they showed it, and I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, this is gonna be so."
So if you want the ability to play it and have a camera on, you need the camera. There's supposedly going to be a microphone on the Switch.
No. Let me get to the fucking camera. That is the fucking end of this conversation.
Hopefully everybody's back here now. Let's go, Chris. Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking GTFO.
We did it. We saved the Garudons.
Hooray, said the rock people. Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray!
I look dead inside.
Roll credits. Game over. Roll credits.
We're done. We don't need to play this anymore.
Did it.
Wow, that's the first time I've seen the guy tossed in the air. I'm so glad that everyone's back. Zelda, try. Before I met you, I actually regretted becoming the chief. I felt it was a mistake. But I don't think it was. I was just finding my own way of doing things. I know you'll have to go mend some more rifts soon, but I'm gonna keep leading my people here. Thank you so much for your help. Bye. Have a wonderful time. Dayston, come here, will ya? Sounds like I'm needed. Not by me. Coming. Come back to Gurdon City whenever you like. You'll be welcome here.
Alright.
He's changed a lot since when we met him. He had so much trouble deciding things back then. But now he's confident and his friends are smiling. I guess he's happy to be relied on. I'm glad we managed to mend the rift. Okay, goddess, message from the goddess. We have to go do these other two. Goodbye.
Alright. Okay. So, yeah. So they added a chat to the Switch too. And then they're like showing it off and they're like, you can chat with up to 4 people. And I'm like, well, that's small. But good enough, I guess. Maybe, hopefully it will be more. This is just the video. Hopefully it will be more than this many people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, you can also screen share. And they show it and it runs at like fucking 10 frames a second. They're like, you can watch someone else's video by pulling it up. And it's like horribly pixelated, running at like 10 frames a second. And I'm like, oh my fucking god, why did you add this? It's so ass. And then people were like, well, at least Nintendo's being honest. I'm like, yeah, they're being honest that they're shit. Like, what the what does that mean? This is what I mean when I'm like, Nintendo fans make me irritated beyond belief. Because they're like, I know they're showing me a shitty, barely functioning product, but like, at least they're honest about it. What do you fucking mean on it? Don't show it! Don't add it then! Just don't add screen share. Was that so fucking hard? Just have chat. Why do you need screen share? Oh, I know why. To sell your stupid fucking camera. That's gonna cost $50 more, and your fans are so fucking stupid, they're gonna buy it! Because people are fucking stupid, because they're like, oh, it runs at like 10 frames a second. I would love to chat to my friends at 10 frames a second. That sounds fucking awesome! Here's my money, Nintendo!
What I love is, I don't know if you caught it when you I don't know if you like watched the whole direct.
Yeah.
But one of the things they were talking about during that was like, oh yeah, you can do this and this and this, and it's just like, oh, this looks really bad.
Yeah, right. They were like, oh my god, they're like, oh, you can share. First off, I want to bring. I like that they give me different options for screen sizing. First off, if I'm playing a video game, I don't want to see the friends that I'm talking to. I don't give a fuck what they're doing. I'm playing my game. I don't fucking care. No, I'm leaving it where it is. I don't fucking care where the fuck they are. Why would I give a shit? I'm playing my game. I don't need to know where they are. If I'm playing the same game and I'm trying to find them, okay, maybe I can use screen peeking to find them. But, like, why the fuck would I want that?
Hey, have you seen that big ship there? The one in the southwest waters? Yeah. That's my ship. It's fallen on hard times. It's a real wreck now. When I was a young sailor, I wanted to rule the Hyrulean seas. A dream that took zaps. But when I got the ship out there, I ran into rocks and the hull got crushed open. I swam back to shore and feeling stuck myself. I haven't given up on my dream yet. I'm still making repairs ever since. Slow work, but I'm getting there. My ship's been claimed by a monster that it can't get near. It zaps. At this rate, my ship's gonna sink. I'm gonna stuck. My dream gone. I stand against this monster. Somebody help. Somebody will take someone with real zap to defeat a monster.
I'm
that
Zippy.
Zaps. I'm Zippy. Oh yeah.
What a fucking
got
response.
That zippy lip in your eyes.
That has the same energy as the fucking, like, I'm sorry, I was doing stuff. I'm stuff.
I stuffed it with my fingers. I'm stuffed.
I'm stuffed.
Open the hatch. We can get in there. Use lethal force. Okay, we're gonna kill this giant jellyfish. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Anyways, so yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, this looks real bad.
And like the only thing I could think of was like they've got to be doing this for like streamers, because why else would you want to have like yourself in front of your gameplay footage and all your friends who are playing it also in front of their gameplay footage? The only thing that makes sense would be streamers. And streamers would never use that because it runs at 10 frames a second!
Yeah, Nintendo, they're never going to use that because they A, are going to use Twitch, and B, they're going to use a different console that's more powerful than the Switch.
Like, unless it's a Nintendo exclusive game, I guess. But
yeah.
Like, it's just doesn't make sense to me in any way why you would do it other than that. And like, it's funny because they showed it and they were like, you can now have a camera where you can voice chat people, and I'm like, oh god, it's the Wii U all over again. Remember when the Wii U came with Skype, Derek?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
And it has a camera built in right to the gamepad.
Well, I don't know if you caught them when they said, how did they phrase it? I'm trying to like exactly remember how it was phrased, but it was just like, yeah, this looks really bad.
I don't know.
Sorry, it will come to me.
Yeah,
as we're continuing to complain about things.
So they were like, here's the fucking camera, $50. I'm gonna be real, $50 is not that outrageous.
No.
The price is actually pretty decent. But like, comparatively, to everything else, it's fine, I guess. That being said, whoo boy. Let me explain why adding a camera to a game console is a bad idea with a story. A very important story. And I wish I said this to my buddy, and I mean it when I say it every time, which is stop giving game consoles cameras. They don't need cameras.
I now remember what I'm talking about. So you don't need to buy. Supposedly, you won't need to buy a microphone.
Yeah,
that's where I was going.
Yes, okay, I forgot about this.
The microphone on the console supposedly is going to be able to pick you up from 12 feet away.
Yes. Okay, so I have two things with this. Number one, I heard that and went, "Oh god, that's awful," because
and it's supposed to also filter
the PlayStation
noise.
Has that. That's the thing, is they say it filters noise. We'll see how good it is.
No. I don't believe that for a second.
Okay, so I've seen NVIDIA's noise cancellation technology, and it is really impressive, actually.
For a tiny microphone.
And I know they're working with NVIDIA. So, it probably is going to... It's probably going to be pretty good, actually. However, I still don't like it. It's It's definitely not the best way to do that.
Well, the thing that really gets me on this...
It's cheaper, though.
Is... Yeah. You're supposedly putting in a microphone that can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're putting it on a console that people are going to put on their dock that's away from them.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people put it in, like, the dock in, like, a cupboard.
Yeah, well, that's not Nintendo's problem.
That's not Nintendo's problem.
That's your problem. You should put it in a better spot.
Yeah, you should put it right on top of the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is like... I heard that and I was like, that's probably not going to be as well as
I heard it and I was like, why didn't they put this on one of the fucking controllers? And then I was like, because it would cost more money to manufacture, and they don't want to do that.
Well, they also have said that they're going to put an audio jack in the controller for if you buy a Pro controller. They're going to put an audio jack, so you have to buy a Pro controller if you want to use an audio jack on your Switch. Which I'm like, that's actually horseshit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So, like, if you have, a controller like this,
I mean...
That's not too shocking.
No one uses it, though.
No.
Like, do you know how many controllers have audio jacks? And do you know how many of them are actually used?
No, nobody.
The only time I've used an audio jack on a game controller... Well, the last time I did was the PS4.
Yeah.
Like, and that was to plug in their really shitty, like, one microphone, one earbud thing to, like, talk in, like, one COD game. And outside of that, I, like, never used it.
Yeah, it's,
like, no one uses that shit. It doesn't matter, because you'll probably never use it anyways. Even if you buy one, you probably won't use it anyways. Also, I like that Derek's like, you gotta buy a fucking Pro controller to get an audio jack, and that's fucked up. And I'm just like, Derek, you're that audience, though. You always end up buying, like, the extra controller for your console.
That's true. That is true.
Like, this makes sense for me to complain about, and I'm not even complaining about it, and I don't buy console controllers. Like, I, like, refuse to buy the Pro controllers.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I wasn't the one who bought the Pro controller. It was my partner who wanted the Pro controller.
Well, then she's part of the problem.
She is part of the problem.
Let's see, this is the problem, man. So, anyways, getting back to my story about cameras. Don't put cameras on fucking game consoles. And like, I was watching another person react to, like, all the stuff that was announced at the thing, right?
Switch thing, yeah.
The Switch thing. And they made the same fucking statement I made, although theirs was more of a joke, but mine is absolutely serious. And theirs was, they saw it, they saw the cameras, they saw the games, and the fact that you can see everyone on the cameras, and she was like, this is gonna be a new tab on fucking Pornhub now. She's like, there's gonna be a Switch to Pornhub tab, watch. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly fucking right. That's exactly what's gonna fucking happen.
It's 100% gonna happen.
And I'm like, and let me tell you a story of why the game camera shouldn't exist on game consoles. The first console to have a camera was the PS2. Well, ish. We'll just say the PS2 for convenience's sake. That thing was used for the stupid motion game, the iToy, right? It was move your body around like a schizophrenic and do things. Easy, simple system. Xbox came out with the Xbox 360, and when the Xbox 360 came out, it launched with a webcam. Most people don't remember this, because I'm pretty sure like 2% of people bought it. However, there is a very important thing about that webcam that people need to know, and this is why giving consoles cameras is a bad fucking idea. So the webcam came out, and it was cheap. It was like $20. Steal. Cheap-ass webcam. Very nice. Horrible quality. Very solid product. Microsoft had a system because, the 360 was about community, getting together, being group chats. They were the first console that had group chats that Nintendo was now stealing. They would have group chats with your friends while you play other games, which Nintendo is now stealing. But it's all Xbox 360's domain. They know how to make that shit fire. You know what Xbox 360 also launched with? A webcam. Just like the Switch 2, which Nintendo is stealing. But they didn't... Nintendo is a console for children, and the 360 was a console for not children, mainly for teenagers and young adults. So there's mistakes were made. So they released the webcam, and they were like, it's community, conversations, you can chat with anyone, you can send a message to anyone. Someone fucking you up in a video game, go tell them that their mom's a whore. Send them a message that their mom's a whore. You think they plan like a bitch? Go tell them they plan like a bitch. Personal message them right away that they plan like a bitch. Which was great, because you could just send text messages with it, and then you could a little 30-second clip about you be like, hey, fuck you, you're a and then just, like, easy, send that right to them. Like, open it up, listen to them, have you call them faggot in real time, it's great. They made a mistake, though. They made a camera. So, people don't know this, you can send images, when the console was released at least, you can send images to people, but only if you had the webcam. Because you had to take a picture with the webcam and then send that image to the people through the webcam. It'd give you an option, push a button and be like, turn on webcam, take picture. Oh, this is great. I can send people images of anything I want. I can send them pictures of me, my room, my penis, anything I want. Right to them. God, what a great system! Stop giving consoles webcams! This is going to be such a problem on the fucking Nintendo, the child-friendly console. You're giving them a
parental
webcam.
Control, Chris.
Yeah, you can give them parental control to prevent them from seeing dick pics on the internet. And I'm sure parents are absolutely technically sound enough to do so, especially considering the fact that you have to do it through a separate phone app. This is going to be an awesome system. I cannot wait for the news stories. This is going to go so fucking bad.
It's going to go so viral. It's going to be really bad.
This is going to go so You remember when fucking PictoChat existed? No.
Yeah. PictoChat.
Was it PictoChat?
I know what you're talking about.
On the DS.
Oh yeah, PictoChat was one.
Yeah. Do you remember PictoChat and the news articles that were released because fucking pedophiles were using it to talk to minors? Which I'm sure happened like 2 fucking times. Because you had to be close enough to another DS to get fucking anywhere to do that. So you would need to be on PictoChat at a mall with a child that also happened to be at a mall with their DS on PictoChat. And their fucking news articles are trying to convince people that pedophiles are using it to fucking adopt children. The news is retarded. Anyways. Fucking, But now they actually have, like, a fucking story. Because it'd be very easy to be like, oh yeah, let me friend request you. Oh, you should use your webcam. Oh, you don't have one? That's fine. I can still use mine. Here's my penis. This is a brilliant fucking idea, by the way.
No,
I don't know
it's
if I
gonna
told
be great.
you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And this is why I keep telling people, stop putting fucking cameras on fucking game consoles. The fuck is wrong with you idiots? Like, you figure lessons would be learned the first time, and they were like, nah! Fuck it!
Fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ballin'! Like, and I hate policing chat, right? Like, people should be able to say and do whatever they want on chat. But, like, you cannot give them the option to send dick pics. You are actively doing that.
Yeah, no, this is a terrible, terrible idea.
Like, it's just like, what are you doing? That's your fault. At that point, if people send dick pics, that's Nintendo's fault. Because they gave them the ability to do so. That's just fucking stupid.
No, this is going to be a really bad thing, and there's going to be a lot of, like, news that comes out of, like, people are using this thing.
Yeah.
And I think you're only able to do it to, like, directly to your friends.
It's only to people that you can add on your friends list, which is probably the only thing that's going to keep this relatively sane for a while.
Yeah.
I imagine this won't come up immediately because of that, but I guarantee you this is going to happen to someone at some point. Someone is going to send a friend request to some dude, and that dude is gonna find out they're a child, and they're gonna show them, they're gonna be like, oh, let's hop on chat, I bought a camera just for you, and then penis.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be really bad.
This is absolutely what's going to happen. It's gonna be a while, but this is absolutely what's gonna fucking happen. You know what I mean?
I do.
Like, this is a terrible fucking idea. So anyways, that's my fucking caveat about the camera. That's what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to bring up a lesson and a story of woe from the heyday of the Xbox 360. It has been almost 20 years, and we have learned... No, it has been 20 years, and we have learned fucking nothing.
No, it's almost like Nintendo is making a bunch of questionable decisions with this new console, and it's gonna come back and bite them in the ass.
It is a choice. That's to say the least. It's a choice. I think for the most part, I think it's gonna be fine. I think the console's gonna do fine because I know Nintendo fans are a cult, and they'll buy that console for what they could have came out and been like, it's gonna be $800 and we send you a bottle of Shigeru Miyamoto's fucking fossilized fart in a jar, and Nintendo fans would be like, oh my god! It's everything I've ever wanted!
I always wanted Nintendo Shigeru Miyamoto's fart in a jar!
Like, we all know they're gonna buy it. It's just, I'm not convinced it's gonna do as well as the Switch one. I'm just not as convinced.
No, not at all.
My concern is that it's going to do really well.
I don't think so.
Because if it does really well, like really well,
they're gonna
their next console, they're going to double down, and at that point, I think they're going to fuck themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because that's the same thing that happened with the PS3. Because they were like, oh, we made the most successful console ever. And then the PS2 was the most successful console ever, beating their own previous record. And they were like, we can do whatever the fuck we want! PS3 bombs.
100%. Wait a minute. There was a chest in here.
It's the same thing with the fucking Xbox 360, too. The Xbox 360 beat their rival PS3, and they were like, we can do whatever we want! Xbox One bombs.
We got a mic crystal. Do, 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 do.
So I'm kind of waiting for the Switch to do a little too well, and Nintendo to go, we can do whatever we want, and then bomb their next console.
Well, that's what I think happened with the Switch 1.
That is what happened with the Switch.
And that's why the Switch 2 is going to be weird.
Yeah.
So if the Switch 2 goes really well, like the Switch 1 did, it's going to be like, oh yeah, woohoo. But here's the thing that people don't seem to understand is, so the reason the Switch 1 did as well as it did was, A, everybody had some extra disposable cash because the government was handing out money.
No, that was way later.
Well, a lot of people bought the Switch when the pandemic was going on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people bought that day one too, though.
That's
that
true.
Switch actually did really well.
But we were in a slightly better financial position in the entire world than we are right now.
Yeah, the economy was much better when the Switch 1 released,
and the Switch 2 is coming out in one of
the most of bad,
the most turmoil point in a while. I wouldn't say in my memory, because there's been a lot of shit that's happened in our lives.
No, the whole thing with it is that people were like... dude, we're heading towards a recession. I'm like, what do you mean heading towards?
We've been in one.
We've been in one for the last, at least 5-ish years. What the fuck are you talking about? It's just finally catching up to people. It's weird. It's like people are finally realizing it, and I'm just like, how are you not noticed how bad it's gotten?
Yep. Interesting.
Wait, hold on. Time. We're at the end of this episode. Okay. We're gonna have to pick this up in the next part. We'll see you guys then. Peace.